It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. To go as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Trubisky will throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Outside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 2nd and 7, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now. It's Miller, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Check 41.
Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Trubisky's thrown into the hands of Burton. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last.
Watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, set. You remember me? You remember me?
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And the catch made by Hopkins. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 20, 10, 5. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw is Watson, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought,
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Going deep this time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 4th on 4th didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no... And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Trubisky now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. Because sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Angelo Blackson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Trubisky. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2 minutes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DJ Reader able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So now it's left in the hands of their defense to come up with an immediate stop.
And this is where you count on your stars on defense. Can they come up with a game-altering play here? Can they knife through into the backfield and pop the ball free? Can they make that type of a play that gives them another opportunity? And what do we say? One timeout,
yep.
But you get a second
2-minute warning.
With a 2-minute warning, so they've got to use those well.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson off the bootleg. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Off the bootleg. Watson with a catch made by Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level. No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them. Call it a gain of 5. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. He spins free, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
On first down, Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take it. Oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Check, check. 154. 154.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14. Seahawks nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bears first down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
54 Mike. All day, baby, all day.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but that is a miss for an NFL kicker.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 1st down, Seattle. Now they continue to feed off that. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown from 21 yards away as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now Trubisky to throw. Going up top. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, it's Carson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And some space here. Swatted, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
380. 36 power.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson buying time to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Wilson. And Dixon has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Green 80. 59. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Hit him, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?